Uh, well, I mean, I guess we can disruption on 2. So I guess we can kind of keep this. We also have Doomscar to buy us some time. Okay, well, that makes me feel a lot better about things. Let's lead off with our... Yeah, let's just lead off with this. We have the second one hand. We get Sandbag. We're probably going to Jirari Disruption if they play... what are we going to Jirari Disruption? Probably the Feldar Retreat, right? So... Feldar Retreat or Chariot is what we're looking to leave up Jirari Disruption for. So we shall see how this plays out, my friends. Clearing, okay. That's not the worst. So definitely going to Doomscar here then. So they are... I like seeing Clarion Spirit. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a very powerful card. It can take over a game very quickly. But the fact that they play it always gives me a warm and fuzzy because it makes me feel like they have to commit to the board to play it, right? It automatically means your opponent's trying to play double spells. So I think either way we had to play a tap land here. So I don't quite think we're going to commit as far as the Doomscar next turn. Don't get me wrong, this can get pretty crazy, but they're also looking for a second life source. Fight rigging, yeah, we will disrupt that. For sure, take just 4 here. That may be incentive to pull the trigger. We can only take 4 so many times, right? Emperor's not bad. Emperor we could play and minus it to make a samurai to block, right? So I think that buys us a little bit of time here before having to pull the trigger on this Doomscar. See if our opponent further commits to the board. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go ahead and -1 here and block the Trellisara. That will get bigger. And we keep hitting our lands, which is super sweet. We can minus, but that feels like a trap. We can plus. Yeah, I guess awkwardly enough, I guess we go ahead and just wipe the board. Let's play our tap land. Let's Doomscar now, awkwardly. And then we can minus so we can start plussing on something. Right?
Do the talking.
So shields are kind of down now for the opponent. Sweet. Immediately get recuperate some card advantage. I like that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Beseju. So it looks like we're just gonna lose our guy anyways. Pick another white source. Was not anticipating them having a flyer. Let's foretell, and then maybe we can pick up one of our removal spells. We have a couple, right? If not, then we're fine. We Jin into Amira's Call, and I feel like that puts us in a pretty good spot. Clearing Spirit, okay. And then they're going to get their double spell. Nice, nice. Draw to recoup. There goes the Wandering Emperor. Okay, tap land. We do have the Ruin for it. They did extend. Okay, so we have some action here. So, we're going to lose Emperor. That's just a thing, right? I find it very difficult to believe. They attack. All right, let's see if we can hit something to save our Emperor this turn. Land, unfortunately, is not what we're looking for. And we have our 7th land, so we can bottom both of those. Up. 2 more lands. Emperor goes down. Hey, we draw another one. Let's see. We don't die here, so let's go ahead and just play Jin. attack. Probably should have attacked before playing Jin. Okay. So now we need to survive this turn and then play Mirror's Call. And then I think with 4/8/8 angels, or 4/4/4 angels, we're pretty safe. We are going to double spell here, draw a card. Could also fire off the cave and hit us for 6 in the air. That's half of our life total. So that it is an issue for sure. Let's see. They're thinking about it. Voice of the Blessed. Okay. We have an Emperor, so that's not super scary. It's really just a welcoming vampire that has allowed them to kind of get there, right? Are they going to attack with the Clarion Spirit? That's interesting. Oh, because they gain another life from the Phantom. Okay, fair. I think we're still going to block, though. Yep. So we're going to take 4 here, thankfully. I think we could better deal with that. Block here. They gain the life, but once again, we're going to play 4 angels next turn. Okay. Alright, legit. Legit. There you go. That's on that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we can leave up Unworldly Light if we want to. I don't hate that idea. Just kind of as an insurance policy, right? Let's go ahead and a Mirror's Call for... Boom. Feels pretty good. Is there reason to attack here? Yeah, we're not blocking with Jin, so might as well attack. We can block everything of relevance here. And once again, we can exile that. Unfortunately, I don't think it copies the X typically. So if we pitch like Wandering Emperor to play March on the Voice, we're still going to end up the copies. Well, I guess the copy can get rid of a token. So that's not horrible, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. That gets countered. What's the follow-up play? Land, they could play it again. Do they have the Absence? It is still indestructible. So, despite having a slight slow start, I think we're still kind of there. Okay. This is going to be pretty close, I won't lie. I won't lie to you guys. This is going to be pretty darn close. But I think comboed Emperor plus Unworldly March, right? I think we'll be okay. Well, now we're definitely going to get rid of... Alright, so that resolves. So let's play this, paying 2. Exile Emperor, targeting the Voice of the Blessed. This should copy with Jin. Oh, is it for 2 as well? Oh, wow. That's pretty neat. I did not know it copied that way. Then let's get rid of... I don't think we care. We're going to kill the Clarion Spirit, so let's exile the Veteran. Because we're going to block everything else, so this feels correct here. Oh, man, that was pretty busted, not going to lie. I really did not think it copied the X effect. The fact that it does that is huge. So we take 1 in this exchange. Wow. And I wonder... No. I wonder if there was reason... Man, maybe we actually should have... They have flying, so we can't quite kill them. They gained quite a bit of life. So let's... Seagate for 1? I guess it doubles, so we still draw 2 cards. We have to be careful. Yeah, sure. Gross. Okay. Hey, slip out the back's not bad. Oh, the second one. Alright, so we've refilled our hand. Nice, nice. So let's just go here. And then... we can attack for 5. because we're not blocking. We should have attacked here as well, actually. I think we've got this, though. I feel pretty good. Like, it's going to be a slow victory, but I think we're going to get there. Man, our land's coming in clutch, man. Land's coming in clutch. Yep, that resolves. So they're going to draw another card here, which is super sweet. Voice of the Blessed. Wow, way to go, opponent. Alright, alright. That's what's up, man. Our opponent's throwing down. This is a pretty good back and forth, not gonna lie. Our opponent's not doing anything. That's interesting. That is interesting. So I'm halfway tempted to slip out the back and then Doomscar, but I don't think that's correct. So let's Celundi Vision first. Let's do that. Look for some card draw. Sunset. And Absence. Okay. So Sunset Revelry will double next turn, and we still get to get all the life back, so that feels correct. So let's simply play here. If we attack, let's 1, 2. I think we're good to attack with 1 in the air. Yeah, and that still gives us the ability to, alright, cool, and they're chump blocking. That feels pretty good. So, yeah, alright, we feel okay. We feel okay. I wonder, 1, 2, no, we're gonna, I was trying to think if we wanted to go ahead and foretell, but I don't think we want to. This gives us the ability to leave up the phase out. Man, I'm halfway tempted to just wipe the board at this point, honestly. Opponent has established a very strong board press. Alright, well now I'm very incentivized. Man, these Valkyries, or vampires, have been doing some work for our opponent. Wait, could we kill them? Actually can. Oh no, because they got the second. Darn it. Ah, so close yet so far away. So phase out we have to be careful though, because until it's controlled next turn. Oh, but we get to copy. Yeah, they're just dead. Okay, cool. Yeah, Faithful Absence. Targeting Welcoming Vampire. Copy. Kill that. There we go. I almost missed lethal. Look at that. They get to draw, but I don't think they have instant speed life gain. So, we're good. Yeah, they're drawing. Yep, that resolves. It's our turn. Well, let's Sunset Revelry to make sure we don't die. Copy, copy. Gain, gain. And, oh, we had actually equal units that time, so we don't get a bunch of chump blockers. That's funny. And I believe this is lethal. Yes. There we go. Slow but surely we got there. We got there. Greetings, happy friends, and welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I struggle more playing Magic so you don't have to. If you've ever played a deck that has your opponents conceding more often than you physically kill them, then consider dropping a like down below, because that's what's on the menu for today. Azorius Control, revisiting Jin Gitaxias, one of my favorite cards, being able to double our spells and artifacts when we play them once each turn, and we have a slew of both sorceries and instant speed cards that are extremely powerful when we're able to double them up, as well as countering our opponent's first spell every turn. We're running the usual suspects, though I am running a Mnemonic Sphere as another way to double with Jin that we can kind of slow roll. And then a bunch of lands, flip lands, to be kind of make sure we hit our land drops because Jin is 7, and we can flip them to be our win cons. Doubling up Seagate Restoration is absolutely amazing, as well as Amir's Call, adding 16 power to the board in one turn. Wandering Emperor for removal, a bunch of board wipes to include 3 Farewell / Devastating Masteries. That way we are able to clean up all these various decks with, you know, granted, Mastery is the only one that hits Planeswalkers, but Farewell with the enchantment decks and the Anvil decks and things like that. And yeah, card drop. So pretty straightforward. Running Sunset Reverie to kind of another card that's powerful when we're able to double it. And we can cycle it at worst. So yeah, that's the deck. Running a Valor Stance and Slip Out the Back. Slip Out the Back we're trying out just as a way to keep one of our mirror tokens in play, or angel tokens, or our Jin in play without having to recast them, so we don't lose that tempo play. Since our Valor Stance being both remove Val and the same thing protecting our Jin Gitaxias. That is the deck. So our shout out for this video goes out to Draconius Maximus. Draconius, thank you so much, my friend, for supporting the channel. We just broke 600 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much for the ongoing support. I really do appreciate you guys. Draconius, this Azorius Control deck is for you, my friend. This one's interesting because we literally need a bunch of white and we only have one white source. I do trust our mana base though, and we are going to be hitting our land drops. Our opponent goes first, so if it's an aggro deck, we're just going to get rocked though. We'll be able to foretell. I'm going to keep this. I think it'll be okay. Negate? It's a green deck. Not, I don't think that's the most exciting play. Green, red. So, green Gruul Modify is probably what we're going up against. Yep, that's what it looks like. So, oh boy. Oh boy. We're gonna need this Doomscar to do some work then. Because that can get very aggressive very quickly. Probably gonna be, oh boy, nice. Nice, opponent. Nice. Alright, there's a white source for sure. Play that. And then hopefully they ride you. I mean, we're gonna take a ton of damage here. They are, but let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're down to 6, man. Down to 6. Sunset Revelry is gonna help a little bit. Yeah, I think we Doomscar here. And then next turn, I'm not sure what next turn is actually. Next turn we're dead. Okay. Alright, not the worst. Not the worst. What are we looking to do here? Man, we need another white source. So just up to 2 non-land permanents. Definitely don't, that's not good enough. So this Revelry first, I guess, obviously, right? Why leave up negate? The question is, do we keep playing this? I think, yeah, we have an untapped land if we need to. So let's go here. Play Rev. We have some blocks. We have another Raiju, we're just dead. Ooh. Oh, and they have trample. Wait, why couldn't I negate that? Oh, because it's a creature. Okay. All right, so definitely gonna need a white source off the top. Holy cow. Definitely gonna need a white source off the top. We can kill one of these. But we also need to deal with the Bugbear. If we draw, oh no, we have derp. Yeah, we're good. Let's yeah, I think, oh man, this is gonna be very close. This is gonna be very close, actually. Fateful Absence, that helps. That helps quite a bit. Oh man. Alright, so playing this to deal with the den. If they fire up the den, we're gonna grab our 4th white for mastery. We have, alright, we have some options here. We can gain 2, but I'd rather not Emperor if we can help it. Right? Hopefully they burn their mana to activate the den and we can Field of Ruin it. That puts us in a, yeah, alright, so they're definitely gonna do the den. Yep, let's go ahead and let's go blue, blue, because we already know there's no reason to negate. So crack that, get our 4th white. And this exiles or destroys? Destroys. So they are going to get a 1/1. Man, how bad would it have been if I misclicked there? Oh boy. The sweat is real. The sweat is real. The heat is on. Luckily, this destroys all non-land permanents, so we're not worried about the lizard being re-equipped. Emperor, we want to save for the 1/1, so let them draw a card. Then we just clean the board. Now, obviously, the issue here is if they have any kind of haste off the top, right? Oh, that would have been sweet. No, we're gonna pay full price. It confused me for a second. I'm like, wait, did I do my math wrong? Alright, and we're at 1. Okay, alright, alright. Oh man, the sweat is real. Oh my goodness, the sweat is real. We have to hold on to the farewell. We just have to. If we pull the trigger here and they have a haste, we need to gain life. So, here and here. Revelry. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. And then we'll hold the Emperor for when they put Trample on the War Leader. Okay, alright. Oh man. If we negate that, you don't have enough for War Leader, which is awkward. So I guess we have to deal with it. Which is unfortunate. There's not going to be too many negate targets in this deck. Yep. Oh, they're doing it so they draw. Oh, that is sick. Wait a minute. How is this worded? Till end of turn. Alright, hold on. Whenever attacks, if you attack with creatures total. Okay, so, yeah. Man, they... Alright, so... we kill their dude, do they still draw the card? They do. Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. Just wanted to double check. Another Emperor is nice. We could farewell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get in for 7, or have a blocker. I think we just have to wait. This is pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Oh. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Wow, that was pretty clutch. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, chat. That was... it's a lot closer than I cared for it to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can hit a land here. Let's deluge main phase. And we... I guess we hit a land, but it doesn't... Alright, so let's go Jin plus Bond. And then we can just make another dude. And then that way they are definitely losing... yeah, we're good. This covers everything. We're good. We're good now. Because this will kill, like, Kumano or the Den. And then these two... yeah, okay, okay, we're good, we're good. It took me a second. Just had to do the math. Okay. So we're not ginning next turn. But we are going to fare well. We are going to fare well. And then ooh, fair. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and we have the 1. Okay, alright. Yeah, just block, I guess, in case we draw. We can always get rid of that. I don't want to, though. Man, our opponent's freaking rocking it. Alright, we got our land. Oh, I guess we can Jin, right? If we Jin, do we have a white up? Oh, we do. Okay. So, Jin. Plus on Jin. And then, push comes to shove, we have the bond. That's fine. I think that's fine. Huh. This is very interesting, actually. I wonder if we should just fired off the farewell here. You get a counter. That's legit. I like that. Nice, nice. Man, this is... Wow. Talk about a control deck. Oh, wait. If we do this, that's right. It doubles it. I forgot about that. We just can't deal with the land is the unfortunate thing. That's right. Right? Wait, when did this double? Yes, it doubles X. So we just X for 4. Submit 0. Target. Auto pay. And then I believe it copies. We did it before, and it copied the X. It did. Alright, cool. Good, see? It's the value of Jin, homie. And let's minus again. And now we can send it back. The problem is that, of course, the Deluge doesn't synergize with Jin because it's how much X spent. That's really interesting. Modified. That's right. We said, oh, that guy would have been huge with all those things. Kudos to our opponent to sticking with it, but I guess we threw the Jin. I like that we keep hitting our land drops. That feels good. Let's go here. Unfortunately, like, we haven't been able to attack because our opponent has just been ripping threats. And we're at 6, which we've already established. This deck, man, that one turn where they hit us for like 18. Oh, we went down to 1 at this point. Let's see. 1, 2, no attacks. Wait. Oh, I guess I could have attacked with that. I was thinking we put it into play last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I feel good about our position now. I think we're pretty safe. Deluge. And then gonna hopefully grab our Seagate. Replus our hand. Or a Behold. Either or would be fine. Yeah, see, we drew 0 because we paid 0 for it. And then Behold plus Worldly Light. We already copied a spell, so we can't do it this time. There we go. Seagate. Awesome. So let's just Seagate. Double that up now. Replenish the hand. And then we still have access to a March next turn. Right? And, well, shoot, we also have a Field of Ruin. Excellent. And then let's minus again. And then we'll... That's it. We have to be careful about milling ourselves, though. No attacks. I'm playing it safe, but we're still at 6, so I don't think it's wrong. We're doing what we're doing. We have what? They're gonna fire off that. So we grab a white source. Our last one, so we're just drawing gas. And then on their turn, we can fire off the... Where is it? Yeah, now we can start... we can't draw a disruption that... Yeah, okay, that resolves. So they modify, those things get big, and they concede. Alright, fair. We got there. Sorry, opponent. Alright, 3 lands. We have Sunset Revelry and the Mnemonic Sphere, so I think we can keep this. Having the Jin in hand is unfortunate, but you can't always get what you want. Sometimes you get what you need. Ooh. Maybe halfway tempted to cycle if we're going up against the aggro deck, because we're really not going to have a window to play it. Oh, alright. Well, we got a pass there. Were they playing around Fading Hope? Well, shoot. If they gave us a pass there, we are going to go ahead and play it. Because then it does a decent... Behold the multiverse impersonation. And we're okay with that. Alright. We didn't have the counter for that. So it is a little awkward, though. So enters tap because we're gonna have to Faithful Absence that. Sunset Revelry there is kind of pointless, right? So okay, let's see what they play after that. Having the Jurai Disruption would have been kind of nice. So at least we're not getting Raiju'd. So that's a good sign. So let's see here. Faithful Absence has got less draw. Cool. They go to combat. Faithful Absence at. Are they playing with the Valorous stance? They could. Alright. So let's see if they're going to play something this turn or not. They do not. So they're going to draw at the end of the turn, which is fine. We get to, let's see, let's play our double white. And if we go here, we fortunately don't get any blockers, though. I don't know if that's good enough or not. Like, I would like to, right? Go here, we draw a card, gain some life. And then what? We leave up Mnemonic Sphere? That doesn't feel correct. So I think we just hold. Good chance Wandering Emperor is going to get shot, but if it's a Raiju, we could Soaring City, right? Like, the big thing in this matchup is to gain the life and put the 2 blockers on the board. Okay. It's actually great. Okay, cool. I feel good about this. I feel really good about this. And they don't even have the tap land, so this is great. Absolutely great. Yep. Go Wandering Emperor. And then... No. Ah, shoot. Gosh. Darn it, Jedi. I mean, we could still do it. I just was hoping not to lose our guy, right? That was the goal, essentially. Super awkward. We still don't get the guys. Play the land for sure. Minus, I guess. And now with 2 blockers, we revel to draw a card. And then we could draw another card. Alright. Sure. I guess this is okay. Did we play 2 spells? We did, didn't we? Oh, we didn't. Okay, cool. I mean, look at the bright side. At least this, like, makes them fall into our farewell, right? That's awkward. This is a little awkward. Does deal with... So let's see. I mean, the good news is this will cause them to use some of their burn, right? Aspirant. Okay. So, I mean, I'm still not happy about that mistake. Don't get me wrong. And we definitely call it the struggle bus for a reason. Okay. So, let's see where they put the counter. Hopefully, I mean, if I was them, I'd put it on the Sunrise Cavalier, but maybe they put it on the Kumano. Okay, cool. That works out for us. So we're only going to take 4 this turn. And we get to effectively wipe their board. So let's draw first. It's a little awkward, right? Because our 7th and 8th land are tapped, which is not great. But we get a 4-for-1 here. Huh. Well, we can't do that. I'm just trying to debate if we just want to full price the Doomscar, right? The full price in the Doomscar allows us to farewell the subsequent turn, but it also lets them put a counter on something. So I think we just go for the farewell. Creatures and graveyards, enchantments, everything actually, whatever. So the problem is they have plenty of mana. Brutal Cathar. Okay, hey! Alright. Main phasing of Brutal Cathar. Oh, sweet. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about burn. They could play another Cathar. That would be not really an issue, actually, because of the fact that we have Doomscars. So now we just need some of our... We have a Ruin... Alright, we have a Field of Ruin against... Good game, opponent. Good game. Alright, nice. 1 blue source, but double board wipe. I like the fact that it has our lands in it. We're gonna keep it. I think it's okay. I'm not, like, super excited about this hand. Alright, now, of course, with our luck, we'll go up against a control deck, and this hand will be absolutely pointless. Blue. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hello, friend. Unfortunately, I only have the 1 emote I got out of a random Chester, I think midweek reward. Alright. So, is it, you say? Board wipes aren't great. Oh, Mill. Okay. I think Mill has it, unfortunately. Yeah, we really don't have a good game plan against Mill, all things considered. So we shall see. Absence. We could also just... I think I'm just gonna wipe the board. Not give him any treasure to be able to ramp into it, right? Kind of want to hold on to the Amira's Call, to be completely honest with you. I think one of the ways that we can get back in this game or take it down quickly is by adding 16 power to the board in short order. So, Rune Crab, okay. So far, nothing of too much relevance. Relevant? What's the word? It's not relevant? Relevance? Yeah, that's... I don't know why. Sorry, it sounded weird to me. I don't know why. I guess we will help them mill us. It's about Deluge, Dry Disruption. Okay. So we have the depopulate for next round. We're not too worried about it. Hopefully they can only mill us for 3 with Rune Crab. They haven't foretold yet, so they haven't they haven't played their duel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is gonna be close. I think if we can land the Jin, I feel pretty good. Alright. Nothing from our opponent. That's interesting. That is very interesting that they had nothing to do here. Kind of want to keep hitting our lands. So take the Jirari and the Hall of Storm Giants. We can't play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see here. I just don't want to get counterspelled is the interesting thing. So the question is, do we go here and risk not hitting our land drop, right? I think we need to protect. Yeah, I think it's really important for us to make sure that like a Spell Pierce doesn't ruin our day. If they have a negate, they have a negate. Galvanic Iteration. So either way, they get one off, right? So let's just let that resolve. Oh, okay, that's not bad at all. Let's... Okay, that makes me feel better. Okay, this actually doesn't feel too bad. It's really interesting, actually, that they went that. So next turn, they're going to take a good chunk of their turn. Like, I guess drawing the card isn't great. So, oh, man. Yeah, we're probably just going to fire off the Jin, honestly. Had another crab. That's awkward. That is awkward. And they're going to... Alright, this is going to be really close. This is going to be really close. 23 cards left. Alright, here's our window. Man, yeah, I got to. I think we have to. We really need to resolve this Jin so we start countering their spells. I think that's going to go a long way. Now, they could copy the Rune Crab. So, that is an issue, right? We have creature land that we could fire off. The Emperor can potentially kill... Oh, no, they can't copy. That's right, it's that one. That's the treasure. Derp. Alright, so... What are our options here? Farewell wouldn't be a bad draw. Be able to mill their graveyard so they don't get the Galvanic. Oh, no. The other call. That would have been sweet. Iteration. Counter. So they have a mill in hand, right? Oh, interesting. That's interesting. So, man, we may actually be able to pull this off. Because Jin is going to counter the first one, and then chances are we'll be able to draw a disruption them. Now, the only problem is the fact that they have an active Rune Crab. If we had been able... Do we have any more removal left? I don't think so. There's one March. Man, this is going to be close, guys. It's going to be very close. They already played a land this turn, right? I think. Felt like they did. Okay. So is this a Fading Hope? Alright, well, we gotta get him dead. We gotta get the opponent dead skis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah! So, do we behold here? It helps them mill us, but I think it's correct. Alright, we don't want either of those things, so bottom both of those, unfortunately. Come on. It is an untapped... Oh, that's an untapped land. So, and we have our hall, so bottom, bottom. Not really sure what we're looking for. I guess pinpoint removal. Did we already play our land for the turn? Oh, that's silly. Okay. That's a little awkward. So, Foretell. Okay, lands. Pop. This is gonna be really close. This is gonna be really close. Oh no, there was our worldly light. We needed that so bad. Can we... Maybe we should have foretold the Doomscar. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dak. So how do we do this? I don't know how we do this. We need to kill everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Farewell would be sweet. 7 cards, they copy. Enchantment. I guess we can go enchantment artifacts. And then they have to play 2 lands to mill us. So here, enchantments, artifacts, graveyards. And then go to combat, attack. Yeah, I think they have us, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I think they have us. The Rune Crab is what did it. Like, maybe we should have fired off the Deluge to find our... Do we have an Absence left? I don't remember if we did or not. Okay. So... Play a land. Okay. Oh, man. Nice. Nice. Well done, opponent. Yeah, oh, man. Unfortunately, getting all of our stuff milled was a bad beat. And counter. Yeah. Oh, good game. Good game. Darn it. So close. Yet so far away. Alright, 3 lands and some interaction. Fateful Absence is not my favorite interaction against potentially an aggro deck, but we have Behold and Farewell if we make it that far, so, and 3 lands, so we can keep this one. We are missing our double white, should we Doomscar. Alright, let's go ahead and go with our tap land. Oh, I guess I derp. I mean, I guess either way we're going to play a tap land, so at least this one gives us white. We'll still be able to have untapped on 2. Alright, is it... I think it's safe to foretell here. Next turn's probably just gonna be their iteration turn, and we're not gonna counter that, so... Yep. So... what are we looking to do here? I mean, I guess we'll just play our Hall of Storm Giants. The thing is that we're not going to Behold. Alright, they're Hinata. So... this is gonna be awkward. I'm not gonna, well, yeah, I don't know if they run Spell Pierce or not, so I think I'm just gonna wait. This could be also, well, shoot, I guess we should have played an untapped land in case they do play Hinata here. Okay. Once again, not gonna fire it off. Hold this one. Yeah, the thing is, I don't want to walk into either a Jari Disruption or a, See, we have to pay 3 for this, which would do the same issue that we had earlier. We can also just pay 1 and kill that guy. Is that good enough? Let's draw first and see what we have options for. Land. Yeah, definitely don't want to miss our land drops in this deck, so I'll take that. And then let's just fire this off for 0. Kill this guy. And then at the very least, they can't continue to ramp. Because they missed their land drop, right? They did. Yeah, see, they have interaction. So, Spell Pierce, I guess we just let it happen, right? It could be a fade slip out the back. So we need to be cognizant of that. Not great. Not great. Not great. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of them being able to discard, but, I mean, it is what it is. I didn't want to risk whatever interaction they had to take out the Fable, and maybe we should have... Oh, okay, it was a March of the Mist, okay. Another one, alright. So the problem is they have 2 mana open now, which is awkward, because we definitely would have liked to farewell. Let's see if maybe we can do something about that. Bottom of land, this is a spell. Doomscar. Alright. This is very awkward. Like, the farewell would be fantastic here. We just go for it? I think we just foretell. Oh. Yeah. We just do that. We're just gonna bounce that before they get the treasure. I think that's correct. They make a copy. They get to dig some more. Because they can't counter that. I think it's correct. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm playing too cautious. It's one of the... Wait, so they pitched 2 lands. Huh. So they were just sandbagging it to pitch for gas. So... let's go ahead and bounce that guy. And maybe that's wrong. Interesting. So they found that guy worth saving. Huh. Big score. Oh, this is fantastic. Alright, now I'm just gonna fire it off. Artifacts, everything. So we play around Girardi Disruption. We have 2 mana left. Yes! Yes! Alright, alright, alright. Goldspan, yeah, it's fine. They didn't have the negate, so we're good. I don't, like, literally we're fine now. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, keep playing our lands. Doomscar. Huh. So they weren't... Oh, they wanted to save the dragon. Okay. I was like, that's interesting. Let's play white. Here. Yes, we're losing the Wandering Emperor, but I think that's fine. We're going to get to refill our hand with Restoration. Seagate next turn. They're looking to have a Magma Opus. Sick. Alright, nice, nice. Nice. I like them doing that with nothing in play. Iteration, okay. So you get to see 2 cards here, and they have plenty of mana, so they are going to get to play 2 of them. We're going to take a turn off to Restoration, which is unfortunate, but not the worst. Land, okay, alright. Alright, guys, we may actually take down Is It. Wait. I want to make sure I don't get countered. Well, I guess, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it? Let's just play around the Spell Pierce. Let's just play around the Spell Pierce. I don't see us being punished for that. Right? Negate. Okay, fair. Fizzle Sticks. Do we just kill this guy? No. We're not worried about a 2-2. We are going to leave Fateful Absence open, though, if they play a dragon. Alright, so main phase multiverse? Multipass. Nah, let's just wait. We'll hit this guy for 0 because we have the absence. Okay, 0, confirm. Yes! Yes! Woo! Alright. Alright, not too shabby. Have some removal, some interaction, right? We could potentially fire off the Jori Disruption on 2 if we need to, and then card draw. So yeah, I think we'll keep this one and start off with our blue source. And then we'll see if we end up foretelling the multiverse or not. I think it can go either way. Alright, well, we're definitely leaving up the Jori Disruption then. And hopefully we don't get utterly rocked. Love the sleeves. Yep, that's a good thing, the counter. Cool. So we're not dead. Let's see here. Now the question is, do we leave up Valorous Stance or not, right? I don't think we're going to hit anything here. All their 3s are creatures, so Negate's not going to do anything. Valorous Stance are going to be 3/3s, so... yeah. Now, the question is, I think we actually still fire off the Behold, so this doesn't get a counter. Then if they go with their 4-drop, right? Like, what are the chances they play land Raiju? That's the thing. Yeah, because, I mean, I don't want to get a free count. One of those seems good. 2 of them, probably not. Yeah, and we'll hold here. So, now... alright, at least we have the chance of countering their 3-drop or 4. Oh, okay, alright. It is the Raiju. Nice. Man, Disruption or Valor Stance? I think we Disruption. I think we Disruption because the chances this deck is so low to the ground, there's a good chance that they can continue. Not my favorite thing. Now they are going to get the counter there. We phase out. Alright. The phase out's kind of relevant. So we can foretell. Right? And then we can slip out the back one of them and Valor Stance the other. No. No, opponent. Alright, interesting they didn't channel it. Okay. So... slip out the back here. Right? They put the counter there. Oh, that trigger still happens? Oh, that's poopy. That is poopy. Look for our board wipe. Oh no. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Better. Yeah. We just draw both those. All right. Not too bad. This is one. So we can actually do both here. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. We're in business. So get rid of this. And then do that. We still don't draw a card. So I guess we just fire this off and leave up the world. Alright. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is nail biting. So it stinks because we've had to use like our pinpoint removal this entire time, right? In a perfect world, we would like to use a board wipe, and then it's funny too because we're running what, 7 board wipes? Another Raiju. Oh, that's tough. We can get rid of this now. Yeah, let's see how they disperse these counters. Trigger. Yes. All right. Cool. Sweet. So we do get. All right. We got a pass there. We got a pass. All right. Come on, Jack. Okay, and we can actually do this till we draw some cards. Alright, come on. Faithful Absence. What a sweat this game has been. This game has been absolute sweat. Oh, I guess we could have waited till they put a counter on it. That was my bad. Yes! Oh! Whew. Granted, they could still do it again, so we're in trouble. Alright, we need a board wipe. We need a board wipe bad. Come on. No! Oh, gosh darn it. Man. Ah, we have 7 in the deck. Alright, this isn't too bad. We have Sunset Revelry to stem the bleeding from anything that happens. We have Emperor. Yeah. I think we could roll with this, guys. Aggro white. Roger that, opponent. Roger that. So probably gonna go ahead and, oh man, actually if we have a chance, yeah, we're never gonna draw a card off of this, but we are gonna get some chump blocks in. So, oh, Doomscar, nice. All right, let's go ahead and Doomscar. That's gonna protect it from a potential elite. We'll take one more hit and then play the Sunset Revelry. They'll stem the bleeding a little bit so we can kind of delay on the Doomscar. Right? Because they're kind of in a position now where they don't have to really pressure us too much. Yeah, exactly. Fair enough. Smart play. They're playing around the... But let's go ahead and throw them for a loop. See? So now they're semi-tempted to commit. Semi. Right? I mean, I guess you just put a counter here. We block. So we'll see what they end up doing here. There we go. All right, that's good enough. It's a 3-for-1. I'm good with that. I'm good with the 3-for-1. Block, and they're still gonna have 4 cards in hand, but we'll be able to Emperor. Oh yeah, double Emperor as well. I wish we had enough time to foretell. but I think we just have to go ahead and pull the trigger here. Adeline, okay. So, fortunately, there's no good way to deal with that trigger. 5, 6, 7. I really don't want to miss our land drops, so I'm going to play that tap and send it back. Our opponent's obviously going to attack. So Wandering Emperor is going to buy us some time. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. Let's like that. Alright. So, let's see. Wandering Emperor is going to bite the dust. Oh, that's right. I forgot Vigilance, so that's not going to work. So let's see here. We can block. Yeah, I think we're actually going to just minus to block the token, right? Because we get potentially a 2-for-1 out of that. So, take 3. But then we could plus it. It'll block here. Alright, another Emperor. Do we just minus again? I actually think we do. I think I'm going to minus again. And we can foretell here. Yeah, we can foretell here. And then this gives us the ability to Wandering Emperor and or... I think this is correct. Because the thing is this is going to be a 4, potentially a 4/4 if they plus this dude. So, question is... So, let's see. Do we want to take... Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Behold. Double block. Let her die. Let's... I mean, we could play another one. We can kill... Ooh. Ooh, how do we feel about that? Playing the other Wandering Emperor and killing both? I think we block here. They activate that. Ah, okay. Okay, legit. Oh, we should have looked. We could have actually had a Jurari Disruption. So plus first strike. So let's do this. Land. We have our 7th land, so let's bottom it all. We're 1 away. We can pitch the Emperor to kill her, and then it saves our guys, and we can kill her. Their Wandering Emperor on the crackback, right? I think we do that. So here, 3, pitch our Wandering Emperor, unfortunately, and then exile. Now, granted, that's something we could have copied with Jin next turn. But this puts us in a decent spot. Oh, now we get the Jurari Disruption. Sad face. Sad face. Alright, this could be good or bad. Let's go here for sure. And then kill their Emperor. Now, the issue we have is if they have another bounce. But I think they would have played that if they had an exile effect, right? So now we need one of our card draw spells to get us ahead. Having nothing left as far as instant or sorcery speed is apparently good enough. Well, my friends, that is the deck. 3 out of 5 for this one. I think you could definitely do some work. You guys saw it. It has very powerful combination. I would like a little more card draw. So maybe I would cut the Salundi Vision for another Mnemonic Sphere, right? Just to be able to have additional combos with Jin Gitaxias. That's the reason why Deluge is a very powerful card, but the fact that we don't get the combo effect off of Jin is the reason why we're only running 1. We're not always going to have Jin in play. It lets us dig towards our Jin, so I think that's fine. Sunset Reverie was alright. It did what it needed to do. It just sometimes was like just a little underwhelming. Just a little bit. Slip Out the Back did absolutely nothing. That we could probably cut, honestly, for another negate. I think that's probably, honestly, better. I just wanted a cheap way to keep Jin in play versus, but I guess negate does the same thing. So yeah, it was something I wanted to try out. Once again, we struggle here, so you guys don't have to. And yeah, slip out the bag just wasn't very impressive for me. Neither on a Emperor token or a or Jin. Or even our Amir's calls, to be honest with you. I really thought it was going to do a little bit more work, and it just never did. It was either not the right time for it, or kind of a win more card. So yeah, we cut those. I've cut the Vision and the Slip Out the Back and put in maybe like another Sphere, another Negate, or even another Deluge if they so choose. I liked our board wipes that felt very strong in this kind of current format with a bunch of various permanents staying in play. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for riding the struggle bus with me today. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it for you. Until next time, as always, happy gaming.